Hello, welcome to Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down. My name is Bryce, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Northman. So let's get looking. From visionary director Robert Eggars comes The Northman, an action-filled epic that follows a young Viking prince on his quest to avenge his father's murder. And I just want to start this review with, that is a wonderful word to use for this film, epic. This is a truly epic movie. And I'll be honest with you, after I saw it, I had to sit and think about it, because it's a little too epic to me. Now, Robert Eggars knows how to build a world, and this world is a ton of fun to be in, because it is Viking era, like 900 AD, way back when, and it is brutal. And not only in the action, which the action is extremely kind of unsettling, but beautiful. I'll get onto that in a second in its own little section. But the whole world is just very visceral, and it's really hard to look at everyone and pinpoint who the good guy is. It is a very, again, visceral experience, very mystic. There's a lot of magic, a lot of magic that I wasn't quite expecting. I went into this movie fully anticipating just a standard revenge film in the Viking era. And that is still like the core of the film, is Alexander Skarsgård's character trying to take revenge for his father's murder. That is the essence of the film, but it's the journey he goes on to get there that is just crazy. And it is extremely, again, like the mysticism in this movie is excellently filmed and brought to life. But I honestly feel like there could have been at least 20 minutes of this film removed. And it kind of pains me to say that, because the visuals are so good, but I feel like for an average viewer who doesn't know the world of Norse mythology, they're not going to understand that, and it's kind of not needed. And that can be a whole other discussion of if he was trying to target like Norse, if he was trying to target Norse Viking fans of the stories and the world, or if he was just trying to make a film, I don't know. But as someone who knows a little bit of Norse mythology, I could follow along with what was happening, but I was still confused. But with all that said, I still think I had a really good time in this world. Like I said, Robert Eggars really knows how to build his worlds, like with The Witch, The Lighthouse. It's very same kind of like dark grittiness, and that bodes extremely well with the Viking era he chose for this film. I know I've been talking about the world for a very long time, but that is basically the catch-all, end-all of this movie, because the characters with Alexander Skarsgård's character, with his journey, it's kind of the second thing that is most important about this movie. The most important thing about this movie is the world we are set in. And I think, again, that was handled really well. Now, everyone in this movie is great. Nicole Kidman's in it. Anya Taylor-Joy, as always, is just fantastic in everything she does. And I think Alexander Skarsgård did a really good job portraying this man fueled by this war path of taking revenge.
I will avenge you, father! I will save you, mother! I will kill you, Fiona!
I will avenge you, father. I will save you, mother. I will kill you, Fiona.
Now I want to talk about the action. The action in this movie is a masterclass on how to film action. There is very little to no cuts in the action. And to be honest with you, there aren't a lot of action in this movie. And I think that makes it even more rewarding to see the way they film the action. It is brutal, it is exciting, it is well choreographed, and the visuals are great. There is no cuts, like I said. The camera will pan over everything. It is kind of widely shot to where you see everything happening, every swing of the sword, of the hammers, of everything. Incredible way to film action. I think every movie director should look at this movie to film their action. Now, one more thing I want to say before I let everyone go is this movie is not for everyone. This is a brutal, sometimes absolutely disturbing film. But you have to keep in mind, that is what the time period was. This is what these people, to our understanding from history, this is what the Vikings were doing. This is how they lived. This is what the creed that they lived on is. The kingdoms and everything was just absolutely incredibly well done, brought to life, but it was absolutely brutal. I will tell you, they are not afraid to kill children and animals in this film. They do it tastefully, but they still do it. And there was one scene in this movie to where if you see it, you'll absolutely know. I almost had to stand up, like not like leave, because like I don't believe in walking out of a movie theater. Like they take my money, yeah, but I was so unsettled by this scene that I almost like had to stand up. And again, Robert Eggars captured the brutality of the world he was portraying. And he did that to such an excellence. And I think this, as I'm talking it over, this movie is absolutely a masterpiece. And it's not for everyone, but it is great. Alright, well, I kind of spoiled everything with my verdict, but before I tell you how I thought about it, let me know down in the comments below. Have you seen it? Have you not seen it? If you've seen the trailers, what is your level of excitement for this movie? Let's keep a nice, civilized conversation down in the comments. We all have our opinions. That's what makes discussing movies fun. Now, The Northman is an absolute disturbing, visceral, wild ride of a film. And with that, I definitely give The Northman a thumbs up with an 8 out of 10 on a ranking scale. That's going to be it for me. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day.